Hello, everyone. I'm Sign1News anchor Martha Anger. Here's a quick look at the top trending stories making headlines today. If you post an interesting comment during this update, we may add it at the bottom of the screen. President Joe Biden has unofficially sent an invite to this year's Super Bowl champs. Biden tweeted congratulations to the LA Rams on their 23-20 win over the Cincinnati Bengals and said, "I look forward to having you at the White House." What do you say, second gentleman? Referring to the husband of Vice President Kamala Harris. The mayors of Los Angeles and Cincinnati also settled their bet. Cincinnati Mayor Aftab Puravel has to wear a Rams jersey at a public appearance. He also has to donate to the pediatric hospital in Los Angeles. On a separate note, police in Los Angeles were called in when things got a little out of hand when fans took to the streets in downtown Los Angeles to celebrate the Rams' Super Bowl win. The January 6th committee is expressing optimism that former President Donald Trump's former lawyer, Rudy Giuliani, will cooperate fully with their subpoena. Giuliani had previously declined to cooperate over issues of executive privilege, but now he is reportedly expressing a willingness to openly engage with the committee. By cooperating, Giuliani could avoid a costly legal fight and might also be less likely to face a criminal contempt of Congress charge. You might be wondering how the trucker protest in Canada may affect your life in the United States. Trade between the U.S. and Canada is hundreds of billions of dollars every year. So the protests can limit what goes in your shopping cart, and the protests are inspiring similar protests in the U.S. There has been some progress in breaking up the protests. A police crackdown in Windsor, Canada, cleared the Ambassador Bridge in Detroit, and that's a relief for Michigan auto industry workers. And that's because the bridge shutdown has already cost them tens of millions of dollars. According to the Center for Disease Control and Prevention, COVID-19 vaccine booster effectiveness wanes after 4 months. The agency says that with the Omicron variant, vaccine effectiveness against hospitalizations dropped from 71% in 2 months after vaccination to just 54% in about 5 months. And the Delta variant, the vaccine effectiveness dropped from 96% to 76%. Even with the decline in effectiveness, the CDC says booster shots are still important and provide protection. The classic TV show The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air has been rebooted with a more modern and dramatic twist. The character Will is the on-screen debut of new actor Jabari Banks, who, just like his character, is from Philadelphia and moved to Southern California for the role. Bel-Air also takes risks as a drama, not a comedy, with Will tackling modern-day issues like gun violence, racial tension, and politics. Bel-Air is now streaming on Peacock. Ivan Reitman, the man behind some of Hollywood's biggest comedies, has died at 75 years old. He produced and directed classic comedies like Ghostbusters, Animal House, Stripes, and Space Jam. The CEO of Sony Pictures says, "Tonight the lady with the torch weeps, as do all of us at Columbia and film lovers around the world." Reitman was 75 years old. Ivan Reitman was not one of my favorite directors because I'm not into comedies. That's not my genre. But I love all of his work. He has such dry humor, like Ghostbusters. I remember that growing up. Animal House. Really, that's more of my dad's generation. You know, he likes comedies like that. I prefer horrors. Ivan Reitman was well respected as a comedic director. It's sad that he passed away. He wasn't one of my favorite, but all of his work was amazing. It's iconic. And finally, happy Valentine's Day, everyone. According to the National Retail Federation, it looks like Americans are willing to pay big dollars to show how much they love someone. People are expected to spend nearly $24 billion on Valentine's Day candy, greeting cards, and flowers this year. What did you get for Valentine's Day this year? Or what did you give your loved ones today? Let us know in the comments. Sign1News will be broadcasting updates Monday through Friday. Then this Saturday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, join us for a live panel of diverse guests to discuss the hot topics of the week. A big thank you to our Sign1News app supporters. You help make this broadcast happen. You can download the Sign1News app by heading to the App Store or Google Play Store on your smartphone. And you can also watch on Apple TV, Amazon, and Roku.